Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Just in Case. Just in case you don't know me, my name is Casey, and just in case you don't know where we're at right now, we're in my living room. Welcome. Get cozy. I'm going to read you guys a story. I'm going to tell you a story today that I wrote. It's some words that I wrote in the notes of my phone titled Dump. And I really wanted to share this message. And at first I was like, let me structure a whole episode about this. But then I just thought, no, I'm not going to try and recreate this like stream of consciousness I had while I was riding the New Jersey Transit last weekend. I decided that I'm just going to read it to you right now from the notes of my phone. Raw thought and emotion and feeling all about the idea and the concept that our reality that we live in, whatever reality you're living in right now, is an algorithm that you are constantly creating and shifting. Whoa. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm just going to read this to you. I'm not sure how long this is going to be. The structure is going to be my brain dump. So enjoy. And I hope I don't lose sunlight. So I'm going to start now. Why can't I speak? Okay, here is my brain dump. We are dancing with energy in life. We're tuning into different frequencies to create the experience in front of our eyes, and we call this our reality. But what is creating our reality? Yes, we are, but it's our personality. The word personality comes from two words, personal and reality. Put them together, it's your personality. So it's your personal reality. Got it? Good. What does this even mean? This means that life is an algorithm. You know how when you scroll on TikTok or any social media platform, you start getting more of whatever holds your attention the longest. And we all have pretty short attention spans, I think, nowadays. But whatever you focus more on and give more of your time and energy to, that is ultimately what you find more in your algorithm. Am I right? Am I right? You watch an entire video of someone cooking food, and suddenly you have video after video showing up of different people cooking different foods. Then suddenly you spend a little more time watching a different video that pops up. Your algorithm shifts, and now you're getting flooded with the true crime stories, and it carries a heavier feeling than your cute, tiny kitchen cooking videos. It's the truth. Life is an algorithm. When you focus on something, it grows. You bring in more of it. So are you going to focus through a heavy numbing lens, or are you going to snap your fingers, come back to all of your senses, and take control of the channel you're on? If you're listening to the radio and a song comes on that you don't like, are you going to force yourself to listen to the whole thing? Or are you going to press skip? Are you going to press the next button? Are you going to change the frequency? Are you going to tune into a different vibe, different frequency? You're going to press skip, or you're going to go to the next station. Do you see where I'm going with this? We can curate our lives the same way that we curate our algorithms on social media. We can start pouring our attention into loving ourselves. We can choose to do the work to face and confront parts of ourselves that we have been running from. You will have to confront an old version of yourself to meet a new version of yourself who has a higher vibration. And when I say higher vibration, I mean the version of you who's healthy, happy, balanced, and a walking example of my favorite affirmation, how good can it get? Life is not about what happens to us. Life is actually not happening to us at all. If you choose to view it as life is happening for us, everything is going to shift for you. Your algorithm, which is a biofeedback loop of what you give your attention to, will start affirming and showing you more and more of what you believe in. So if you believe these awful things to be true about yourself, you will find 1,000,001 more reasons to prove that it's right. Your brain is so powerful, it will do that. But if you choose to start loving yourself and speaking kind to yourself and giving yourself the attention and the energy and the love unconditionally that we all deserve as our birthright, watch how quick your world shifts and you start seeing things a bit more positive. If you believe that it's your birthright to feel good and you deserve to feel happy in life, your brain is powerful enough to make that a reality without you doing anything except allowing yourself to receive that. Just being aware of an intention, just being aware of anything is all you have to do. Being aware, if you make yourself aware that it's your birthright to feel good, and so it is. That's as easy as that. And you'll keep getting more of that. So reality is a biofeedback loop of our internal world, our thoughts, all of the things that we're putting in there. So the more positivity that we put into our lives via consuming media that is going to make us feel good and lift us up and encourage us to be better and just highlight the amazing lens that we can look through life in, you're going to get more of that. Keep watching me. You're going to get more of me, encouraging you to be your best freaking self. If I'm doing it, you can do it. I'm so serious. I'm going to go back to my brain dump now. Listening to this podcast, you're already doing it. You're already doing it. So what can you do to help this? Choose to tune into things that inspire you, lift your vibe, make you laugh, make you dance, make you feel human and evolved, or evolving, becoming, but also being exactly where you are and trusting that you are perfectly in space-time where you're meant to be. That's the truth. If I've ever heard anything more truer than that, slap me. I don't know what the frick I'm saying, but we're going to continue. So when you continue to tune in to things that uplift you, you'll continue to be on the path to your greatness. And if you think you aren't on your own path to greatness, that is an illusion. That's not real. That motherfucker over there is not real. It's not. Even when we fall off our path, you'll learn in time that it was all a part of a plan and it was a detour. And I call this divine intervention. It's a divine dance. Again, we are dancing with energy in our lives. That is all we're doing here. We are all dancing with different energies through life. We are energy bodies feeling our way through an experience that can be as fulfilling or unfulfilling as our focus and attention perceives it to be. That is true. That is my truth. If you're in an energy that you don't like, it's a part of the process. You have to know what you don't want to know what you do want. The sooner you know what you don't want, the sooner you can pivot, shift, and start focusing on more of what you do want. This is when you start seeing your personality change, aka your personal reality, your world that is reflecting back at you is going to look different. You're going to be happier. There's going to be a little pep in your step. You're going to put on a cute outfit. You're going to just be feeling good. You're going to be feeling good. Where was I? Your life is going to change before your eyes, and suddenly you'll reflect on how far you've come and feel proud. Then the next moment you realize that you're only at the beginning and there's so much life ahead of you to be lived, and it's a gift that you are here right now in this very moment to experience it. There's so much life to be lived, so start living it. You deserve to feel good, happy, healthy, love, and peace. It is your birthright to feel those things. If you're watching this, you're going to see this is not the same moment. I am editing this podcast and I just needed to come in here. I'm breaking a wall here by doing this, but listening to this back, I'm just getting even further inspired by this whole thought process. And I say something here where I say life is going to change before your eyes. And when I heard myself say that back, it clicked even deeper, and I needed to just share this with you right here, right now. When you say life will change before your eyes, really hear me say that. Your life is going to change before you can see it with your eyes. Your life is going to be changing and it might look the same. Things are going to look the same. You might have the same people around you, the same job. You might have everything. You're in the same city, the same house, the same town. Can't relate because I changed shit up too much, but life is going to change before your eyes. So things are going to be happening behind the scenes that you don't even know about. So imagine you used your free will. Imagine you used your free will to trust that the changes that are happening behind the scenes that you can't see yet are happening for your highest good, and they're bringing you exactly what you need in this moment, which might not technically be what you want sometimes. But a lot of the times I feel like when you get something that you didn't necessarily think you wanted, it's exactly what you needed. I just needed to share that here and include this because that was a powerful insight that I needed to include here. resume to the original conversation. And now I'm just going to go off the cuff and chat. I'm just going to brain dump into this microphone right now as I'm talking to myself. We're having a chat. We're having a good hangout. Another thought that I have that I absolutely love to explore is the idea that our desires and the things that we want that come from a place of love and they come from a place of positivity and like for the highest good of like all, not anything that's like selfish or negative, any of those desires, wants, wishes, I really believe that we all have them because the future version of ourselves knows that they exist, knows the future version of ourselves knows you already have them. So that future version of you, it's kind of like guiding you to be where you're meant to be. The only reason why you wouldn't want something if it wasn't already yours. It's as simple as that. You would not want something if it wasn't already yours, whether it is yours in the future, yours right now, something that you already had that you thought you lost, whatever it is. This is your reminder. This is your reminder. It's really so amazing what happens once you start to realize that everything really, like, everything is happening for you. Life is not here happening to us. And as long as you think it is, you're just going to keep finding reasons to believe that further. I really, really encourage you in this moment to just take a deep breath and a nice exhale and remind yourself that you are exactly where you're meant to be. And just know that right now is the best moment to just start shifting that algorithm of your life. Stop going on social media, scrolling away, consume positive content that's going to uplift your life, make you feel good. There's something really beautiful that happens once you realize that you're actually creating everything and it's the way that you're responding to the things that are happening for you. And I can sit here and choose to look at my life and look at the things that have happened and be like, that was awful. This happened to me. And he said, she said, blah, 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 all this stuff. There's so much more to life than that. There really is. And we all deserve to give ourselves a break and to take a good look in the mirror and remind ourselves life is happening for us. What can I learn from this? What is this teaching me? How can this make me be better? It's a beautiful thing when we get to really embrace a positive lens in our lives. And it truly is our birthright. And the sooner that you start doing that, the sooner you'll start seeing the shift and the sooner you'll start feeling the shift. I promise you. I promise you. If you wake up and you tell yourself every morning, today is going to be a great day. If you wake up and tell yourself, I am stepping into the best chapter of my life on the first of every month, you will find so many reasons that that is true. And then you're just going to want to keep going. You're going to keep doing it. You're going to get more and more momentum on this positive wave of thinking and feeling and expressing. And it's just going to grow and expand because whatever you focus on, wherever your energy flows, it grows. Where your attention flows, it will grow. Where your energy flows, it will grow. If you want to be a happy person, but then if you want to be a happy person and then you're surrounded by not happy people, you very well might have to be the person to like break that chain and break that cycle of unhappiness and start choosing to be happy and start choosing your happiness and your peace. And then that will flood the spaces around you. That will flood and it will pour into all of your relationships, all of your connections. Every path you cross will be infused with that because it's through your lens. And then you'll find more of that. Once you start viewing life through a lens of this is happening for me, you're going to watch and see how many people around you are doing the same, but you also might get shaken up and woken up by the fact that there's a lot of people that aren't. There's a lot of people that wake up and the first thing they do is turn on the news. I, however, wake up and the first thing I do is put on music. That's going to make me feel good. and smile and laugh and feel like jittery and all excited to dance and be alive, because it is such a gift that we get to exist here together. So stop wasting your time. Really, stop. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to start living your life through a positive mindset. And it's a lot easier said than done, but this is the first step, deciding it. And again, remember what I said, all you have to do is make that decision that this is the moment that you're going to start experiencing more positivity in your life, because you're going to create it. And again, just by listening to something like this today, you're creating it for yourself right now. And I'm so proud of you for that. Okay, I'm going to share some tips of mine that I personally implement into my life that might inspire you to make some positive changes. So ways that you can hack the algorithm of your reality, of your life, and shift into something more positive to just create more blessings and more happiness and health and peace in your world. The first thing is confronting negativity. So I'm going to say, when you are faced with something negative, you have to counteract that with positivity. If someone does wrong to you, it is not a reason to do wrong to them. If someone hurts you, it is not a reason for you to find out how you can hurt them back. If someone hurts you, how can you love them more? How can you give yourself the love that you're missing in that moment from whatever caused that hurt and that pain? How can you love yourself more? How could you give love to this person? So if you are coming across someone in your life that is hurting you in some aspect, hurt people. If someone is spewing negativity at you, I am so sorry to be so brutally honest here, but someone's gotta be. It's not coming from a loving place. No one is feeling the emotion of love and then sending like crazy long text messages about how awful they think you are. If someone truly is coming from a place of love and there is something that they are confronting that needs to be addressed and worked through and healed, they can come from not an emotionally reactive place. They can come from a place of love and calmness and peace. And I do my best. Some moments are harder than others, but I really, truly do my best to show up in that calm, open, able to hear out whatever it is, to have those confrontations. So confronting the negativity with positivity, because as soon as you make the decision, this is my second tip, to recognize the tests and the challenges in your life. When you declare something that like you're going to become this thing, that you're going to grow into this evolved version of yourself, you're going to be a positive person, you're going to be a happier person, you're going to be more joyful, you're going to be more graceful through life. Once you make that decision, it's made and you're already there. The universe, God, spirit, source, whatever you want to freaking call it, whatever higher power, maybe you don't believe in any of that. It's whatever it is to you. I believe it's all this like universal life force energy that we're all experiencing here together, which is so freaking cool. But it's going to challenge you and test you. It's going to give you an opportunity to be like, okay, prove it. You say you want to work through having like a lack mindset, like you don't want to feel like you're not enough. You're going to be put in situations where the old version of you would feel like you're not enough. Hi, Munchie girl. You're going to be put in situations where that old version of you is going to feel like they're not enough, and you're going to have to show up different. Just because you made that decision, like I am becoming this, I am now this, you're going to be challenged. You're going to be given the opportunity to choose different. And that's where it really matters. Doing. Knowing, okay, I declared this is what I'm becoming, and then doing it. Like actually making the decision. Okay, so we are going to recognize when we're given an opportunity to step into that new thing we want to become. After we declare, we're going to be a happier person. Someone's going to come to you. Someone's going to send you a text. I bet you right now, you're saying, I'm going to be more positive. I'm going to show up more calm. I'm going to be more peaceful. I'm choosing peace in my life. You're going to be put into a chaotic situation that you're going to have to bring your peace to and create in that environment, in that space. That's just how it works. And you asked for that. Remember, you asked for a more peaceful inner being. So there's going to be chaos around you that you're going to have to learn to be peaceful in. And you're going to trust that it's all happening for you. You owe it to yourself. Okay, tip number 3. Tip number 3 is, what the fuck was tip number 3? I'm gonna get better at this. I should have made more notes, but I really just wanted this to be an authentic chat, you know? That's how I'm feeling. Damn, I had it for a moment. I really did. Oh, okay. I got it. The third tip here is replace, don't remove. If you're saying, I want to hack my reality by being a happier person, I want to be more calm, I want to be sober, I want to be fun, I want to be whatever these things are, whatever it is, I want to be a better sister, I want to be a better daughter, I want to be a better brother, whatever it is, whatever you want to become, that thing. Oh my God, I'm losing the thought again. What is going on with me? Oh, the moon looks like a little toenail. Okay. Wow. Okay. We're replacing, not removing. Oh my gosh. I'm going to give a great example of this, which I believe is the use of substances. So, for example, I spoke on the last episode, or no, I spoke on the second episode of how I stopped nicotine. I stopped vaping. And I think that is a great accomplishment. I am so proud. But again, this third tip here is replace, don't remove. You cannot remove something, like just remove something from your life without replacing it with something else. That is going to set you up to fail. So if you want to hack your reality by changing things and focusing on different things, you can't just remove the focus on whatever said thing. So say there's a substance abuse issue. Say you're addicted to smoking weed and vaping, and that is something that you don't want to do anymore because we're prioritizing our health and we love ourselves and we love feeling healthy. We love having stamina. We love being able to breathe freely and easily. So you want to stop doing that? We love remembering things. We love remembering the movies we watch because we're not high. Simple as that. We're not just going to remove that thing. We're going to fill that space with something new. So we take away something to shift our reality and we replace it with something positive or just something else, right? A good example of this with we're going to use nicotine as an example. I stopped using nicotine and I started putting ice on my face and like doing cold therapy. I stopped smoking weed and I started doing the cold therapy. That was kind of like the same time. That happened at the same time. So I did those together. But I feel amazing. I feel so good. And I love remembering things. Smoking weed actually might have ruined my memory for a lot of things. Like I've watched so many movies after getting a little stony baloney and did not remember any of them. So it was in my highest interest to cut that out and to feel more present and alive. And every time I look back at my glow up seasons, I stopped smoking weed. Is that ironic? No, I was shifting the algorithm of my world. My life algorithm was changing because I deserved that. And you deserve that experience as well. And smoking weed is a medicine. It comes from the earth. I really truly believe in like the positive benefits of it. It's just not for me. And that's something that I just want to share. I've definitely had my experiences. Again, who doesn't like there may be a time in my life where I hit a joint again. I talked about this again, but in another episode. Who's to say I'm not going to ever hit a joint again? I might. And I believe we can always change our minds. But there is something that I recognize in a pattern in my world is that every time I stopped smoking weed, I felt better and I had a glow up right after because I replaced it with something else. So I stopped smoking weed, started going to the gym. And then I have abs. You picking up what I'm putting down here? Pick it up because it's for you. Answer the phone. Hi, Casey calling. Get your shit together. Stop smoking weed and start doing something positive in your world. Love you. Bye. That's how I feel. sometimes I wish that I could go back to my past self and just like shake her and be like, what are you doing? Actually, though. And then the positive side of me is like, no, but if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be where I'm at now, and I wouldn't have learned what I learned, and I wouldn't have had the opportunity to grow and prove to myself that I can change and I can become better and I can do it over and over again and just evolve farther and farther into a better version of myself that I always am aspiring to become. So again, little tangent there. We are replacing, not removing. Fill the space. When you remove the negative things from your life, you have to fill that space up with something that's loving and positive and kind. Because if you don't, you will fall right back into that old trap. It's a trap. You'll fall back in. And I don't want that for you. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel healthy. You deserve your well-being. And every day is another opportunity for you to focus on that and choose that. And again, the journey ain't easy. It's easier saying this than it is doing this. Knowing, it's easy to know things. It's hard to do things. Not even trying to be like deep. It's just, that's the reality of it. It's so easy to know what's right and wrong and what you should do and what you need to do. Like, you know that when you stop smoking weed, your life is going to get 10 times better, but you don't do it. So the doing part is the hardest thing. So again, the more you tune in to a frequency, you change the channel, you put something on like this, where I'm going to sit here and encourage you and be real with you and be like, hey, you don't have to smoke weed every day and before you do any activity. The more you focus on something positive, the more you're going to find it. And we're going to have so much fun here with all the positivity that I have to bring into your world. I'm so happy that we're doing this. I'm so happy that we get to have these intimate, real talks. This is your reminder to hack the algorithm of your life by changing the channel. Press skip, swipe. Just change the channel, change your frequency, change your focus. And I think that's really it. Just in case you feel like life is passing you by, make a change. Hack the algorithm of your life. You can do it. I believe in you. And I want nothing but the best for you. Show me how good it can get. Am I right? I really just want to take a moment to appreciate the view and give some gratitude to you for being here and sharing the space with me. And I just want to take this moment to say thank you for the love and the kindness that you've been showing me. I feel it, I see it, and I'm vibing with it, and I'm vibing with you. And again, this is just the beginning. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a nice comment, a review even. 5-star reviews only, people. Give it a like, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications so you can see when the episodes go live. Thank you so much for being here. Send this to someone that you think needs to hack the algorithm of their life, or if you just want to send some positivity and encouragement, send it to a friend or a loved one. Thank you for being here. I hope that you have a beautiful moment wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.